The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
He'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Caves. On to attempt to try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's going to take off. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, USC 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fast motion from the offense. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him.
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Miami! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Miami 21, USC 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Miami, 21, USC, 0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. They want to just keep throwing it. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Hawaii. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he holds it in at the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
He's going for it all. Brings it down on the right side. He's into the open down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, USC! And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's the handoff.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
On the loss of 2 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Fires to the tight end. The ball pops out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Miami. And the defense doing work.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
12.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man in the middle. Spins away. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top. He's got it inside the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Falls was incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And the try is no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the ball slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Keeps the legs moving. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's hard to stop Gregory. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Trying the left side. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that. Now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14. Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man down the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. The option look. He'll toss it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
No gain on the play. It's a turnover on downs.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Fires on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Hurricanes are on the move. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David. All kinds of running room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll go to the counter. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run this quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. 3rd down coming up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They'll operate out of split backs. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense.
Tackle is made.
Stop.
Near the 48-yard line. 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 56, USC 18.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
Slide 22. Come on, set.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is under a host of defenders there to make the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Got it, looking for the 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down aggressive in.
Oh, they're faking it.
To kick it away.
And the pass is caught, and the fake works. They get the 1st.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
29 Philly. 2 knocked.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get.
Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Stewart. Oh, it's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to...
Looking for a deep man. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll throw it on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.